What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So you did your major service, you did your oil change, you did your fluids, and now it's time to get into the air filters, get these things clean. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pop off this engine cover here. All right, let me show you what we got going on here. So we got one tab here, got one tab here, and then there's another one back here. It's kind of hard to see exactly where it is, but there's another tab right in here. You might be able to see it better on this side. Let's go ahead and pull this cover. Okay. So we've got a tab here. Got a tab there. There it is right there. All right, so we got 3 tabs. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pull all of this out, and we're gonna get these air filters cleaned up. These are washable filters. So first thing I got here, I'm gonna use my tool. I've got a 732. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this bolt here on both sides. I'm gonna remove that. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug out these wire harnesses for these sensors. So on this side, you just gently pull up here, gently pull up here. There's 3 spots. Pull up all 3 of those. And then what I'm going to do is pull this thing completely out. This side, same thing here. We got to unplug this. And there's one spot here that is connected. Pull that out gently. A little tight on space here. Okay, so once you get that pulled out, I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew these, and then we'll get to the filters. All right, so correction. You can pull off the sensors. You can pull off the sensors to get more room to wiggle these boxes without putting any stress on the wires, especially on this side. This side, you might be able to get away with it. But the first time I did this, I actually did remove the cover. This time around, if you pull it up at a decent angle, as you can see, I actually slid it right out. So that should save you some time. Now let's just go get these things sprayed, soaked, and ready to be washed out. All right, so here are the filters. You can take them, knock out any debris, loosen that out. And then what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna get you some sort of degreaser. Right here I'm gonna be using the Super Clean. And then we're just gonna go ahead and spray this down. We're gonna let that soak for about 15 minutes. And then we're gonna come back and wash it. And then we're gonna let it air dry, and then it's ready to be reinstalled. All right, so we're gonna flip our filters face down and get the hose and rinse them out. And you don't need to use a whole ton of pressure to get these rinsed out. There you go, nice and clean. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of fan these things out and let them air dry, and then get them reinstalled into the car. All right, up next we got these cabin filters. So I laid a little protective barrier here over the door sill. And this is where we're going to be working right here. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. So So this is where we're going to be working right here. So get some light on here. All right, so here are the first 3 screws we're going to take out. Now you need to hold this section here as you unscrew, and then you can pop it out because they spin while you unscrew them. Just give it a light twist and then it'll come down. Okay, so those 3 were good there. We got those out. That takes off this cover right here. So we'll get that out the way. Okay, so next up we gotta unscrew these 4 bolts right here to get ready to release this glove box. Let me go ahead and see what size these screws are. All right, so these are 5/16. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw these out. Okay, so we got those 4 out. Next up, open up the glove box, and there are 3 screws here that need to be tackled. So we got 1, 2, 3. Once we get these 3 out, I believe we should be able to release the glove box, and then we'll have to unclip the USB plugs in the back. Okay, so that glove box is loose now. Alright, so these plugs. So before we pull that out, I think we need to release the plugs from underneath. So let's go underneath here and see exactly. Yep, there we go. So those 2 plugs right here, 1 and 2. We got to release these right here before we can pull that out. I'm just using these little things on the side here, kind of pull it out. Okay, there we go. Looks like there might be one more thing to unplug. Okay, more plugs. All right, so underneath here, so when you plug these 2 out, also go ahead and plug these out as well. 1, 2, and 3. Now we should be free. So I should be able to just pull that out. Let me take that back. Okay, learning as we go here. Let's not even plug these out. So let's go ahead. We're gonna plug these right back in. What we actually need to do is we need to release these 4 bolts, 4 screws, and then the glove box will come out. Three screws. So let's see. Let's plug. We do have to plug at least 1 out. You get access to that screw spot. There we go. Get that in there. All right, so now that that is down, Now, yep. And then you gotta slide this off the back side. This little clip, just slide that off there. And then we should be good to go. All right, so let me recap. You plug these two out. You plug the middle one out of here. You unscrew these three, and then we can get the glove box out. Okay, so now that that's out, there's still one more plug to go here. Oh, two more plugs to go. Okay, so there's 4 plugs on the side. There we go. 4 plugs on the side to get this little glove box out here. So now that that's out, one of the filters is right here. So you can see it's not bad once you get everything out. The other filter, to my knowledge, is behind here. Let's see. And then we gotta get that out of there. Oh, there we go. So there's a screw there, and there's a screw there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just plug this out for the sake of simplicity here. Plug these 3 out of the way. Let's see, 1 here and 1 there. Get these down. Okay, so the box is down. All right, so here we have it. Let's get that there. All right, so you've got one here and you've got one here. So let's see the way that these open. Okay, so you pull on this little tab right here, and you can swing it right out. Then the other one right here, pull on this little tab, swing that out. And based off of this, airflow is up. So the air comes up this way. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab out our filter. Oh yeah, and it is definitely time for a change. So you can see here the arrows are pointing down. They're pointing down for the airflow. So all that means is you just need to remember, put the glue side up, right? So here's our new filter. Glue side will be up. All right, so now all we have to do then is we take this and we slide it right there. Slide them back in. Nice and easy. Second one, slide them in. Again, glue side up. Okay. Let me take our little tab here, we insert it, and we lock it. All right, so we got it in, locked and loaded. So now all I'm gonna do is do the reverse, get everything hooked back up, and we should be good to go. Okay, so now it's time to use the air filter oil. Make sure you are using proper oil because this oil is supposed to evaporate but leave a sticky residue in order to function properly. So let's go ahead, shake this up, and get our filters all sprayed down. Okay, so filters have been sprayed. I'm gonna wipe off the excess here. All right, we're good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and slide these back in. Listen, I stand corrected, okay? So let's pull this out here so that at least you can see it. I completely forgot. There are 4 tabs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I completely forgot about this one because I know I pulled this out already before. So this is what it looks like if you pull it out all the way, and then what you have to do is slide it back in place to get it situated and then lock everything in. So that's how it works if you if you'd like to pull it off and not have to wedge your hand in there to make it work. So we'll go ahead and grab our 732 and crank this boy back down. And then we'll just get our little harness back in place. Boom. So that's how easy it is. My bad, I completely forgot about the other tab on the back side. It's because you can't see it. So, you know, the way to do this, if you'd like, is to release all those tabs. It's going to be easier to get the filter in and out, but it's your choice as whether or not you want to have to wedge the filter in there. So I'm going to show you based off of taking this out. As you can see, it comes out very easily. It's not hard to come out at all. It's just completely forgot about the location of these tabs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that's out, you can see again how easy it is to slide that in and slide that out. Once you get it back in there, it is very straightforward to get these to close. Now I will mention that the space is very tight. It is extremely tight. So yeah, you may come out with a little bit of wounds on the fingers because of how tight the spacing is to work. Alright, so after struggling, here is the key trick. You gotta come around from this side with this hand, tuck it around, and then you'll be able to flip it up nice and easy. What a day it's been. We got the filters done. Engine air filters are good. Cabin air filters are done. This NSX is clean and ready to go. Only thing left to do is get some tires on this boy, and it is fresh to death, ready to go. As for this video, we're done. We're out. Sayonara. I'll catch you guys on the next one.